It's starting to get serious for my 130 FBS logo brackets. We are voting logos into the Sweet 16 this week. And since we're down to just 2 matchups per region, I'm going to do 4 regions at a time. That's going to be a total of 8 matchups. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? It's me again, Golden Blue Dude, and if you haven't already, don't forget, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I do college football videos every single day. If you're not familiar with what I'm doing with this video right now, I created a 130 FBS logo team brackets, and I'm having you vote on which teams move on to the next round. I had to create 8 regions. Right now, we're in the round of 32, so these votes will put logos into the Sweet 16, so it's starting to get serious. First up, Region 1. The first matchup is the 1 seed Washington State against the 5 seed East Carolina. Here's how Washington State got here. In the first round, they beat the 16 seed FAU, blanked them. FAU didn't get 1 single vote. In the second round, they beat the 9 seed Louisville. So here they are in the round of 32, trying to get to the Sweet 16. East Carolina, the 5 seed, how did they get here? First round, they beat the 12 seed Colorado, and in the second round, they beat the 13 seed Old Dominion. Personally, I think they've had a much easier path than Washington State. But if I had to pick my favorite out of these two, it's going to be Washington State. I've said from the beginning, this is one of the best logos in the nation. It has the W and the S, and it forms the cougar, the mascot, everything all together in one logo. I really like this logo. But East Carolina has a really good logo as well, and as you know, it's not up to me, it's up to you. The second matchup in Region 1, trying to get into the Sweet 16, the 3 seed Iowa State going to take on the 2 seed Miami of Florida. Iowa State got to the round of 32 first by beating the 14 seed New Mexico State and then the 6 seed San Diego State. Now the 2 seed Miami, they took down the 15 seed New Mexico and the 7 seed Ohio. So both of these logos had to beat a New Mexico logo to get here, and they both did it. Now my pick out of this matchup has to be Miami. I think the U is iconic, it's simple, it's clean. Iowa State has a good logo as well, but I think Miami is clearly the better logo in this matchup. Just my opinion. Now on to Region 2. The 1 seed Wisconsin taking on the 4 seed UAB for a spot in the Sweet 16. Wisconsin got here by beating the 16 seed Cal and then the 8 seed Liberty. UAB got here by beating the 13 seed Navy and then the 12 seed TCU. So I do think UAB has had just a little bit easier of a road. In this matchup, I'm going to take Wisconsin. This is really close. I think UAB has a really good logo. I just think Wisconsin's logo is a little more clean, a little more iconic, but it's not too plain. The other matchup in Region 2, the 6 seed Tulane against the 2 seed Alabama. This is a very interesting matchup. Tulane got to this point by beating the 11 seed UL Monroe and then the 3 seed Georgia Southern. So that was a mild upset. Alabama got here by beating the 15 seed UMass and then the 7 seed Middle Tennessee. I'm really going back and forth on this matchup. Alabama has a classic, iconic, clean logo, but Tulane's logo looks pretty good too, and I like the colors. So for me, the tiebreaker on this is going to be the colors. Believe it or not, I would take the 6 seed Tulane. So if that were to happen, this would be a mild upset, but I gotta go with Tulane on this one. Here's Region 3, my favorite region for obvious reasons. The first matchup is going to be the 1 seed West Virginia against the 12 seed Texas. This is a good matchup right here. West Virginia got to this point by beating the 16 seed Wake Forest and then the 9 seed SMU. Not a very difficult road. Texas got to this point by beating the 5 seed Boston College and the 4 seed Charlotte. So they've had 2 upsets in a row. A much more difficult road than West Virginia. As a West Virginia fan, of course I've got to take West Virginia, but I am super nervous in this particular matchup. The next matchup for a spot in the Sweet 16, the 6 seed Arkansas against the 2 seed UConn. Arkansas got here by beating the 11 seed Wyoming and then the 14 seed Tennessee. Actually, they whooped the 14 seed Tennessee. The 2 seed UConn, they got here by beating the 15 seed North Texas and then the 7 seed UTEP. In this matchup, Golden Blue Dude would take Arkansas. I've liked Arkansas's logo from the beginning. I think the concept is perfect. The colors go perfectly with this logo. It looks mean, it looks fierce. Everything I want in a logo. I would take Arkansas in this matchup. Finally, Region 4, the last region for this video. The 8 seed Baylor taking on the 5 seed South Carolina. Very, very interesting. Baylor got here by beating the 9 seed UNLV and then the 16 seed Kentucky. South Carolina got here by beating the 12 seed UCLA and then the 4 seed Central Michigan. In this matchup, I gotta take South Carolina. I think Baylor's logo is just a little too basic to take down South Carolina's. It's a good logo, but I think South Carolina overall just has the better logo. That's just my opinion. Last matchup for Region 4, trying to get a spot in the Sweet 16. Probably the best matchup so far. The 3 seed Oregon State against the 2 seed Boise State. Man, that's a good one. Oregon State got here by beating the 14 seed Appalachian State and then the 6 seed Notre Dame. Boise State got here by beating the 15 seed Ohio State. That was a big one. And then they took down the 10 seed USC. So they've taken down 2 iconic logos. This is very, very difficult for me. I love both of these logos. It's actually a shame that there has to be a loser in this. I think the loser would deserve to get farther than a lot of these winners that will move on. But for me, I gotta take the slight upset, Oregon State. I like their logo. That orange goes perfectly with that beaver. It's unique. It's a little cartoonish, but not too cartoonish. I think it fits perfectly for Oregon State. I mean, that's about the best you can do with the beaver logo. Well done, Oregon State. So don't forget to vote for your favorite logos moving into the Sweet 16 because, like I said, it's not up to me. It's up to you. That's all I got for you for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.